Hi, everybody, and welcome to Take 10, a new segment offered by the Joplin Globe. We appreciate everybody logging on to joplinglobe.com. During this new Take 10 segment, we will talk sports with Joplin High School coaches and athletes. I'm Bruce Vonder Haar. Appreciate you joining us. Let me introduce who we have today. Some Joplin High School football players with us today, Miles Koppel, Dan Kolkmeyer, and Jeff Black. All three of these senior football players were named to the Joplin Globe All-Area football team, so we're going to visit with them over the next 10 minutes or so. So we'll get started right away. First of all, congratulations to the three of you for being selected to the Joplin Globe All-Area football team. And Dane, let's start with you. A lot of postseason honors. You were first team All-State with a wide receiver. We'll get to some of your numbers here in a minute, but this award given by the Joplin Globe is another award coming your way. What's it been like for you to get these postseason recognitions?
I mean, it's been nice. I mean, at the beginning of the season, I didn't think I was going to have any of these awards. I mean, I thought I might get, all Ozark Conference, but that's about it. But, I mean, the team did an excellent job. I mean, it wasn't for the linemen. Did an excellent job giving Devin a lot of time to set his feet and just giving him a lot of time to throw the ball. And Devin did an amazing job. So it wasn't just me getting the awards. It was basically the linemen and the quarterback helping me with the awards.
Yeah, and one more question real quick with Dane. You set 4 state records this year, and I'm looking at them here. 105 receptions, 1,574 yards, 157 yards per game, and 10.5 catches per game. So 4 state records, first team All-State. And you said you didn't really anticipate this type of season for you coming in.
No, see, I made a goal at the beginning of the year just to get I think I set myself 90 yards a game and maybe 6 receptions a game. I was hoping for that.
Yeah.
I was going to be thrilled if I actually got that. And then after the first 4 games, I looked at my numbers and they were way above what I expected it to be. And then it just kept going and going, and yeah.
And here you are.
And here I am.
And there was only one game, I think, that you did not get 100 yards receiving.
Yeah.
So and that was the last game, but you had 14 catches in that game,
Yeah.
so kind of even out. Miles, let's go to you next. Just looking at some of your numbers, all Ozark Conference linebacker, 96 tackles, 9 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. Obviously a great defensive season for you. And kind of talk about, you were very active on defense. Talk about your season a little bit, what your role was, and just kind of give us an evaluation of your season.
Well, we had a really good defense this year. We stepped it up tremendously after the first 2 games. And our scheme-wise, that's how we were able to make so many plays. Is we had a good scheme. Everybody did what they're supposed to, which gave everybody a chance to make the big plays.
And there was a lot of guys, and you mentioned it seemed through the Ozark Conference, you guys on defense got better and better and better as the season goes on. And Phil Hutchinson, Alex Moreland, Les King, all you guys were around the ball a lot, did a lot of things. And the most important part of that is just getting better and gaining more confidence in a very good Ozark Conference, that a lot of offense in that conference.
Yeah.
You guys really got better as the season went along. Did you feel like you made progress and some of the things you had to improve on, that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, first we realized we had to improve tremendously, and then once we kept on going, we'd work on the little stuff, and then it turned out we'd kept on improving, so we didn't have to work on so much stuff. And
yeah, it turned out to be good on defense. And Jeff Black and all Ozark Conference offensive tackle, and when we talk about you're kind of a mainstay on the offensive line for years for this program, but the only returning starter on the offensive line this year. And talk about going into the season. I know you had to be a little nervous because all the other guys were new, and here you are as the old veteran there on the offensive line. But just talk about the expectations you had for the O-line coming into the season.
I was really nervous, I should say, yeah. Coming into the season, we lost huge assets to our game last year. And they're really young. They'll be here next year again. So
yeah.
The main thing was we tried to make sure that Devin had enough time to run, scramble, throw the ball. Ron King had holes to run through.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing was before games, just calm everybody down. I mean, everybody was getting excited, ready for the first game. Just remember, get that first play out of the way. And from there, it's smooth sailing. So
Joplin got a lot of recognition for its offense, and deservingly so. But when you look, Devin St. Clair, the quarterback, had 2,000 yards passing. He had a 1,000-yard receiver in this guy here, and a 1,000-yard rusher in Ron King. You mentioned him. So that's an amazing statistic, and that starts obviously with the offensive line. You guys have to get a lot of satisfaction over that statistic that you had 3 guys that put up big numbers like that.
I mean, that's our satisfaction of the year. I mean, we're the linemen. We don't get much recognition, but we just try to do all we can to get everybody else something to look forward to, something for them to look forward and entertain.
Yeah. And the young guys on the offensive line, they kind of came along as the season,
Yeah.
they progressed. They kind of like the defense, the offensive line kept getting better and better. And did you see that?
Yes, I mean, about week 2, you could really tell we were finally becoming an offensive line. I mean, we did everything in school together. We joked around with each other. We came together every Thursday. We have lineman bonding where everybody goes out to eat, things like that. We just came together pretty much a family like we're supposed to be.
Dane, let's talk about Devin St. Clair because he had obviously a great season too. 2,700 yards, 26 touchdown passes, and he completed 75% of his passes, which is an incredible statistic too. And this was a guy who had never started a varsity game coming into the season. So talk about Devin, and obviously you had a good season, but a lot of guys, Corey Macy and Taylor Bird, Sam Wynn, a lot of receivers had good years, and that Devin St. Clair did a good job. Talk about his progression.
Well, Devin, at the beginning of the season, I had no idea what Devin was going to do. I knew he had the ability to be a good quarterback, but he actually turned out to be a great quarterback, and I just didn't know what to expect out of him during the summer. I mean, he worked hard during the summer. You could tell that he was getting better. I mean, he got faster, he got stronger, his arm strength got better.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing about him is his accuracy. It's just his accuracy is amazing, and doesn't matter if he's under pressure, scrambling on the run. I mean, he'll just put the ball on you, and doesn't matter what obstacle he's in, he'll always come through with the accurate ball. But
yeah, it's just one of many guys who had a good season. Miles, 7-3 on the season. I know it didn't end the way you wanted to, but when you look at Rockhurst, obviously, one of the best teams in the state, obviously. But 7-3 overall. Just happy with that season. A share for the conference championship and another successful
year. We were happy with it,
yeah.
Of course, but we still wish we could go back and try to get those wins back. We should have.
Yep.
Like Camden, we'd all want to go back there and play.
Yeah. Well, you guys obviously had great careers here. Congratulations on your postseason honors. Members of the Joplin Globe All-Area team, and that's quite a recognition. Appreciate you joining us today, and good luck in the future. Good job this year.
thanks.
Thank you.
All right, I'm Bruce Vonder Haar. That is Take 10 on the JoplinGlobe.com. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.